The Abrahamic scriptures say that Adam was the first human on earth. By Abrahamic religions, we mean those religions that follow Abraham, such as Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. On the other hand, science claims that humans have been living on Earth for millions of years. So, what is the actual truth? In this video, we will try to find out. Are religion and science really contradictory? Or is there some deep mystery hidden here? According to scientists, life first emerged in ocean waters approximately 3 billion years ago. Through various stages, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen combined to form the first nucleoproteins of life. From there, through phases like protoviruses, viruses, bacteria, and protozoa, emerged single-celled chlorophyll-containing organisms and multicellular animals. Plants eventually developed from these single-celled chlorophyll organisms. Religious scholars don't deny this progression. The contention arises with the theory of evolution. Charles Darwin's theory of evolution proposes that through gradual biological evolution, modern Homo sapiens, or humans, originated. However, most religious scholars, including Islamic theologians, have consistently rejected this evolutionary theory. It's true that science progresses from hypotheses toward proofs, which is why scientific theories are sometimes disproven. According to Darwin's theory, species gradually transform into new species through evolution. Many scientists believe human evolution followed this same pattern. There remains significant debate about evolutionary theory even among scientists. However, the fossil evidence science has presented about human-like beings from millions of years ago cannot be denied. Approximately 65 million years ago, primates emerged from one branch of mammals. Around 7 million years ago in Africa, human evolution began with Sahelanthropus. This was followed step by Australopithecus, Homo erectus, and Neanderthals, who used fire and tools. But these were not modern humans. The question remains, was Adam one of these prehistoric human-like beings, or was he a completely different creation? In the Quran, Allah says, "I am about to place a vicegerent on earth." The angels responded, "Will you place therein one who will spread disorder and shed blood, while we glorify you with praises and sanctify you?" He said, "Surely I know what you do not know." Here, one thing is clear. The angels raised two concerns. 1. Spreading disorder. 2. Bloodshed. There's no reason why the angels wouldn't have prior knowledge about these two matters. How did they know that humans would spread disorder and shed blood on Earth? The answer to this will come at the end of the video. The Holy Quran further states that Adam was created from clay, and the angels were commanded to prostrate before him. All the angels prostrated except Iblis. When Iblis was questioned about this, he replied, "I am better than Adam. You created me from fire and him from clay." The Almighty Allah cursed and expelled him. Then Iblis asked Allah for respite until the Day of Judgment, saying he would continue to mislead humanity until the last day. He challenged that Allah would find most humans ungrateful. Then Allah the Exalted declared that among Adam's descendants, those who follow Iblis's footsteps would join him in filling hell. In his book, published in 2017, Humans Are Not from Earth, a scientific evaluation of the evidence, Dr. Ellis Silver presents compelling arguments attempting to prove that humans are not native to Earth. Unlike other creatures, humans weren't created for this planet. According to Silver, while Earth meets nearly all needs of other species, humans stand out as the most mismatched and least suitable creatures for this climate. We can't tolerate direct sunlight. Most natural foods are inedible to us without process or cook. Humans suffer from chronic diseases and persistent back or neck pain, issues rarely seen in Earth's other inhabitants. This suggests our bodies were designed for a planet with lower gravity. Dr. Silver presents numerous such arguments proving humans weren't made compatible with Earth. If you're interested in deeper exploration of Dr. Silver's work, please comment below. With enough interest, we'll create a detailed video about this fascinating book. After creating Adam and Eve, Almighty Allah did not send them directly to Earth. Their original dwelling was paradise, where they had complete freedom except approaching one special tree. When they disobeyed Allah's command and became among the wrongdoers, Allah commanded them to descend from paradise to earth. This narrative is familiar to us all. Here's a crucial observation. Adam and Eve weren't created for earth initially. Their home was paradise. This leads us to several conclusions. Adam and Eve weren't originally made for earth. They resided in paradise. When expelled, they had to be placed in an environment suitable for human habitation, not paradise, but with a breathable atmosphere. To understand this, we must know the Arabic word Jannah literally means a garden covered with greenery, abundant with vegetation and water sources. As the all-knowing, Allah was aware Adam and Eve would err. Their expulsion required an environment where basic survival was possible. We can deduce that Allah sent human-like species, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Neanderthals, etc., to prepare Earth for modern humans. These species became extinct because Allah designed Earth as a temporary abode for Homo sapiens. The Quran repeatedly gives glad tidings of paradise, where there's no suffering, disease, anxiety, or death, humanity's eternal home. From this, we understand. Science shows human-like beings existed 7 million years ago, evolving over time, but they weren't modern humans. The angels said to Allah the Almighty that humans would engage in riots, chaos, and bloodshed. They should not have had any knowledge of this matter. According to the program Allah has created them with, they cannot say anything beyond it. Evidence of this is found in Surah Al-Baqarah, verses 31 to 33 of the Holy Quran. Here, the Almighty Allah taught Adam the names of all things, then presented them before the angels and said, "If you are truthful, then tell me the names of these." The angels could not answer. Then he asked Adam, who mentioned all the names. This verse makes it clear that angels do not know everything. They only know what they have been taught or shown. The question may arise, how did they know about riots, chaos, and bloodshed? The Quran does not directly mention how the angels knew about this matter. We can assume that the angels learned about it by observing primitive communities on Earth. Scientific research informs us that Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Neanderthals, and other such communities engaged in conflicts, chaos, and bloodshed among themselves. The Almighty Allah says that after creating Adam, He commanded him to reside in paradise. The Almighty Allah says, "Then Satan caused them to slip from it and drove them out of the state they were in. And we said, 'Go down, all of you, as enemies to one another. On earth you will have a place of settlement and provision for a limited time.'" If you observe the verse carefully, you will notice that all of the Almighty mentions "for a limited time." This means humans have come to earth only for a specific period. Their true abode is paradise. Remarkably, Dr. Silver's hypothesis aligns with Quranic wisdom. His scientific arguments that humans aren't adapted for Earth. The Quran's declaration, this worldly life is only enjoyment, while the hereafter is the permanent home. Any believer recognizes Earth as temporary. Our permanent address remains paradise. So, what is the ultimate answer? Adam was the first spiritually conscious Homo sapiens in human history, the beginning of Allah's vicegerency or Khilafah on earth. Through him emerged modern humanity, capable of worshiping the Creator, developing conscience, humanism, and moral consciousness. The Quran gives glad tidings of paradise while clearly stating two conditions for entry: having faith, doing righteous deeds. The paradise repeatedly promised by Allah becomes accessible only when these two conditions are fulfilled on earth. Otherwise, hell awaits. We'll discuss this in detail another time. Before Adam, human-like groups may have known how to make fire, create tools, and find food, but they lacked the spiritual capacity to turn to their Creator with heartfelt devotion. They didn't understand soul purification or moral responsibility. Adam's arrival marked a revolution, bringing not just survival knowledge, but spiritual awareness, righteous action, and the responsibility of Allah's vicegerency. The fossils discovered by science belong to these ancient groups sent by Allah before Adam, possibly to prepare Earth for human habitation. But they lacked that crucial spiritual connection that defines true humanity. Thus, when religion and science walk hand in hand, truth reveals itself most completely. Do you believe humans are permanent residents of Earth? Comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. For more in-depth analyses, subscribe to our YouTube channels, CosmiSoul and CosmiSoul Bangla. Stay connected by following our Facebook page and Instagram. See you! Bye-bye!